I'll show you how to use Blotato to build your brand and automate social media. I've grown from 0 to 3 million followers in 2 years solo with no budget, no team, and no ads. And Blotato's been a big part of that journey. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to use it from the very first steps. Okay, and here's everything we're going to cover: making your first post with Blotato Agent, attaching photos and videos, how do you schedule simultaneously to multiple platforms and see what's coming up on your calendar, how do you create visuals like infographics, carousels, and videos to accompany your product, how do you view your analytics, your messaging comments inbox, set up DM automations, and also how do you connect Blotato to your favorite AI agent like Claude or ChatGPT. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure you are signed into your Blotato account. If you haven't set it up yet, go to blotato.com, click start free, and sign up there to get in. In the onboarding process, you'll be asked a couple of questions about your business, your offer, your background, your brand. Okay, fill those in to the best of your ability. You can update them later, so it's okay. And then you'll be dropped into this screen. This is the Blotato AI agent that's been specifically trained to create high-performing content. You should see your brand that you've just created on the left-hand slide. This is where you can manage multiple brand kits. I'm going to choose Motivational, which is a motivation. And then I'm going to tell the Blotato AI agent to say, write 3 posts about motivation, specifically going hiking to energize yourself. Now the Blotato AI agent is going to think about your prompt and then write 3 draft posts on this topic using the brand kit that you've selected. And here's the first post, okay? You can scroll up and down here to read the post. And now here's all 3 of our drafts. Go ahead and click edit, and you can actually edit this entire post, okay? And what you can do as well on the right-hand side, click this chat button. You can tell the Blotato AI agent exactly what you want it to do. You can have it update the hook of each post. You can have it change the wording, change the topic. So for example, here, let's say I want the hook of each post to contain at least 2 numbers. So now the Blotato AI agent has rewritten each hook so that it has 2 numbers in that first sentence. So go ahead and click edit, and now you can expand and see the full post. I always recommend people when they're starting out making content to use this as an initial draft for your ideas, but then always add your unique point of view, your 2 cents, your personal stories. Okay, once you've done adding your 2 cents, you can attach a photo or video clicking that button. Okay, so let's say I want to attach a selfie where I went hiking, which is relevant to the topic. If this post is ready to go, we can now schedule it to multiple social platforms. So on the right side, you can switch between the AI agent chat and the scheduling screen. You can see here, it's just a draft. It hasn't been scheduled yet. So we can either schedule it right now. You can pick a time in advance using this calendar picker, or we can schedule it our next free slot. I'm going to show you later exactly how to set this up. So let's just say we want to schedule it now. Then scroll down and choose the social accounts you want to schedule it to. Now, when you're just starting out using Blotato, you don't have any accounts yet. So go ahead and click add new account. This is going to show a pop-up window where you're going to select the social platform that you want to connect. Just click login. You can connect up to 20 social accounts on the starter plan. Once you've done that, you should see the list of social accounts here. So for the purpose of this example, let's just say we just want to publish to LinkedIn. By the way, make sure you scroll down. This is where you can choose which LinkedIn page or company pages you want to post to. So right now it's actually posting to my personal LinkedIn page, but I could also have it post to my Blotato company page. And I want to show you this for Facebook. So let's say we're posting to Facebook. You can select multiple Facebook pages that you want to post to. So here, this is going to my Sabrina Ramonov page as well as my Blotato page. You can also fill out parameters like first comments. For each social platform, it has different parameters, and you can see them all just by scrolling down. Okay, so now let's just say we want to publish to LinkedIn. I'm going to go ahead and click publish now. You're going to see the status change to sending. That's going to try to publish it. You can see it succeeded here. So green published just now. Go ahead and click on the link to confirm that it published correctly. Okay, so here's my post with my selfie. So now we've covered making our first posts with the Blotato AI agent, as well as attaching a photo or video. And we also showed you how to schedule it to multiple platforms. Now, in that example, I just did LinkedIn, but it's very easy to post to multiple platforms at a time. All you have to do is select multiple platforms like this. And for each platform, you'll see the exact link when it's published. Now I want to talk about managing your calendar. So earlier I said that I personally like to publish my next free slot. We're going to go ahead and set this up in the calendar. Click calendar on the left-hand slide. This is your calendar view of posts coming up. This is your weekly schedule. Okay. This is what I mean by next free slot. What this means is basically at 8:43 a.m. on Sunday, I have a slot for TikTok, and I can add additional accounts to this slot. Maybe I want to add my Instagram account. So this means at 8:43 a.m. on Sunday, I have an Instagram slot. So what I personally do when I sit down to batch content for 1 day a week is I'll make my content and then tell Blotato to put that content in the next free slot for that platform. That way I don't have to worry about specific times it's going to go out. It's already set here in my weekly posting schedule. Once you have this set up, okay, we can go back to our AI agent and just click next free slot. Okay, so let's say I'm going to schedule to Instagram, my next free slot. I'm going to click schedule, and now it's queued the Instagram post to go out on Sunday, August 16th. You can see it's scheduled. You can click view all scheduled posts to see all of our upcoming posts. So we should be able to find it here if we scroll down, and here it is. So this is the Instagram post with the draft that we had just created. Okay, so this is scheduled to go out now on my next free slot. So that is our calendar, and now I want to walk you through really quickly just how to create visuals in Blotato. Now, many Blotato users bring their own visuals. That could be photos they've taken on their phone, videos that they've recorded on their phone. It could be AI videos or AI photos they made in other apps, other places, and they're just using Blotato for scheduling. That's totally fine too. However, you can make infographics, carousels, and videos natively within Blotato, access to all of the latest AI image and video generation models. So in the Blotato interface, the left sidebar is basically all the options we can go to. Next, we're going to go to videos. Then click create new video in the top right corner, and you'll see a lot of different templates here. So let me just point out the few that I recommend. So I really like this template, whiteboard infographic for LinkedIn and Substack type posts. For Instagram carousels, I like this one, Instagram carousel slideshow. And then if you're making faceless videos, there's this one, AI video with AI voice. Okay, so let's first make an infographic. And let's say our idea is Claude Code beginner prompting tips. Okay, all you have to do is put your prompt here. You can enable using a brand kit, and if you need more customization options, click this. You can have the exact title at the top of your infographic, the exact footer, and you're going to see it here. It's going to take a few minutes whenever there's image or video generation involved. Okay, and here's the infographic it made. Just a really cute format, beginner prompting tips for Claude Code, and you can directly publish this to social media. So just to show you a couple of the options here, and if you click download, this will download the image directly, or you can create a new post using this visual. So if we click create post, this will create a new post here, and you can type a caption and then post it out. Now let me show you the same process, but to create a video instead of an infographic. So let's choose AI video with AI voice here. And let's say our video idea is tips for beginner hikers. Okay. Now, if you need more options, there are many, many different options. For example, you can specify for every single scene in your video, do you want to generate an AI image, the prompts, the voiceover script that you want to be spoken out loud. You can upload your own image for each scene. So you can actually construct this video scene by scene and give a very specific prompt and a very specific voiceover script to be spoken for each scene. If you want to select a different AI image model, you can do so here. So the default one is Flux Schnell just because it's cheap, so you don't accidentally burn a lot of credits, okay? But you can choose all of the latest image models here. If you want to convert the AI images into videos, you can do that by clicking here. It just costs more credits, obviously, than static images, so just be mindful of that. And then to select your 11 Labs voiceover, you can just click this drop down over here. Okay, so lots of different advanced options here. Let's keep it simple for now. Let's just say we want tips for beginner hikers and click generate video. Now this will also take a couple of minutes, again, because we're using AI generation, so it will take some time to actually make those images. And here's the video that it created, and here's the image model that was used. If you want to use a different AI model or change the prompt, you can easily do so here. This blue bar represents the captions that are appearing during the video, so you can tweak any of the captions here. If you want to upload your own audio track, just click audio in the left sidebar and choose a file here. If you want to add custom text, click text and choose the style you like and then add it to the video. Once you're done making changes to the video, you want to make sure you click export first. This is going to render the latest version of your video with all of the changes you've made. And now you can download the video or create a post using that video. Once it's done rendering, you can click download here to actually download the video to your computer. If you want to create a new post out of this video, just click create post in the top right corner. Okay, this will create a new post with a caption already there, and then you can post it to social media. So now we've we've covered creating infographics and carousels and videos. So make a carousel. It's just one of the other templates. It's called Instagram Carousel Slideshow. I'll show you a couple of other features in the app. So if you want to see your analytics, go to published posts. And keep in mind, it takes about 48 hours just to get any analytics. I like to see top performing and see which of my content has been performing well over the last 30 days. Okay, so that's where you can see it here. In terms of messaging and your comments inbox, that's another tab in the app as well. On the left-hand side, click Inbox. You'll see all of your posts and the comments on them, and you can reply to any particular comment. If you want to respond directly to someone's DM, you can click Chats here, and you'll see all of the conversations that you have. Currently, this is available for Facebook and Instagram, and you can chat directly here with the person who's messaging you. Okay, now this is a really fun one next, setting up DM automations. So DM automation is basically when, let's say I have a Facebook or Instagram post, and then somebody comments a certain keyword on that post, then I will DM them with some kind of free resource or lead magnet or whatever it is that they asked for. It's really easy to set them up. Just head over to automations. You can see I have a bunch already. Okay, so click new automation in the top right corner, select the accounts, let's say my Facebook accounts. I'm just going to name it test. What you want to decide is, when should this automation be triggered? Should it happen every time someone comments on a specific post or reel, or on any post or reel? Now, since I batch content, I like to do any post or reel and just have a unique keyword for the thing. So let's say the keyword is ChatGPT. Okay, so this will trigger when someone comments on any post or reel with the keyword ChatGPT. Here's the message, which you can customize, and here's the link. So you can customize this button label. When the user clicks the button, it will direct them to this website, which you can replace with your lead magnet, your website, your offer, your calendar, whatever it is, wherever you're trying to send people. Go ahead and click publish in the top right corner, and the automation will then go live, and then check back later. You'll see how many it's run, etc. So you can see here for many of my past automations, for example, this one has been triggered 363 times already. And the very last thing I'll cover is how to do all of this within Claude or ChatGPT. So I'll show you how to connect Blotato, for example, to Claude, and it's a similar process with ChatGPT. Head over to claude.ai, click customize in the left sidebar, click connectors. Connector is basically Claude's way of interacting with the tools you actually use, like Gmail, Airtable, Slack, etc. And you can add Blotato there. So in the top right corner, click add custom connector, name it Blotato, and you'll want to type in this MCP server URL, okay? And then just click add, okay? And then you'll see a prompt to connect your account. Now, the one thing you want to make sure of is that you have an API key. So just head over back to Blotato, head to settings in the bottom left corner, click API, and click generate API key if you haven't already. By the way, this settings page also contains explicit instructions how to connect Blotato to your favorite AI agent. So let's say you use Codex instead of Claude.ai. This will walk you through exactly what to do here. So I won't repeat it for all of the other platforms. I just wanted to show the super easy way to do it within Claude. So once you add that, you'll see Blotato, all the different tools that are available here. Basically, every single thing I showed you, you can actually do within your favorite AI agents, including analytics, setting up DM automations, editing them, replying to comments, replying to messages, and of course, publishing to every social media platform. You can do that entirely within your favorite AI agents. Now, the one last thing I'll show you on this AI agent screen is this context on the left side. This is kind of similar to Notebook LM, where you can upload YouTube videos, TikTok videos, etc. And then Blotato will use that as inspiration source for your own content. For example, I frequently like to put my own YouTube videos here and then repurpose that long YouTube video script into smaller short form social media posts. So you can kind of think of it like Notebook LM, but the difference is that it outputs social media ready to go posts instead of just like a generic chat where you ask questions. Okay, and that's pretty much it for this tutorial. If you need help or you're confused about anything, click the bottom left button here for support, and you can send a message directly to support. Okay, if you're using the API, like you're hooking up Blotato with Claude or ChatGPT, I also want to point out this API dashboard where you can see all of the past requests you've made. And it's really handy because it's easy to debug if there are any issues, anything that goes wrong. All right, thanks for watching.